On Tuesday, the Trump campaign came out and announced that Trump was being backed and endorsed by nearly 90 retired senior military officers. They're saying that 88 generals backing him. And there's that number 88 again. And what this is showing is that there is a division. And you have to look at the Pentagon and the military that's been established, all these decades throughout the Bush, Clinton regimes that have came through, all the way up to now, through Obama, and potentially into the future if Hillary gets into office. Now, it's like I said, this is the illusion of choice. And they want to further divide people and split them into subgroups and turn them against one another. Instead of having a mass of people that stand for one thing, they divide you. Then they divide you. Then they divide you. Oh, you're Republican or Democrat. Oh, you're left or you're right. Or, you see what I'm saying? It continues. They put that label into people. And it almost seems like people accept it. I don't play that game. But the reality is this. When Obama came into power, he had sacked general after general. He was going after all the top military leadership, and our military has shrunk to levels that hasn't been seen in some of the branches, like the Navy, in decades, and in other branches, 100 years. That is what is happening. And you talk about this war machine and what's going on. They're basically breaking down our defense mechanism. It's what they've done. Left our border depleted. All these individuals that are coming here through this administration and all the other atrocities. This go on and on and on. But it's caused a division, even at the border. How many different ICE agents quit and protested and even formed and joined different subgroups where they were talking about this? And they were losing everything because they were being ordered to sit there and watch this go down back and forth across the border and do nothing. See, the mainstream media doesn't report about that. But this rift here between different groups inside of our government and the military, it's starting to widen. And like I said before, when Obama came through and heads rolled, you have a lot of those people that seen the atrocities and they see Trump and they see this as a way of breaking loose. But then again, you can't fall victim to the illusion of choice. This is why we say Illuminati. Where they run this game and they've controlled the different avenues, just like they control the different avenues of war. They've done so for the longest time. And what they're also doing in this process is where the public has perceived the military to be, they respect them. Whether our views on the war or where they're being sent and all that, because we know most of the time it's wrong. They should never be going to all these other countries and doing the deeds that these men are sending them there to do. There's a respect because they fight for how they see it, the freedoms that we have here. They fight, therefore we're free. So they view them with respect, and they know that. Now, they have these polls that are just as rigged, but some of the polls they're going off of here are saying that some 83% plus of the public view the military in a positive way, and basically the politics and the game have hijacked that. They have used it to their advantage, bringing them on stage in all these places, trying to act like they're honoring them. At the same time, they're trying to get the public support. But what this is doing over time is dividing the military as well. And it's diminishing the way that the public views them. Because if they see a strong supportive military over here with Hillary, people are going to view that. If they don't like Hillary, they're going to be like, what? It starts to tarnish. Instead of being bipartisan, they're choosing sides, they're blasting it out there, and it's causing more division. So, what many are seeing as maybe a new chance or a new way through Trump, they're gathering in mass here, and they're being very vocal about this. But let's not forget, if anything is to happen to either Trump or Hillary. We've talked about something happening to Trump, them setting the stage for it, trying to keep Obama in power. And then Obama dropping those suspect executive orders, ordering different branches of the government, people to step up if their bosses did not show up for work for any crazy reason. You couple all these things, the warnings we've seen globally. It's like we're on the cusp of a big event. You can feel it. Now, if Hillary herself was to just fall ill, as per what Obama and them have put into motion, they could suspend or completely cancel the elections if something major was to happen to one of the candidates. Or bring in some crazy dark horse through all these loopholes. But the stage is set. And right now, we see that all these generals, the 88 generals that they're listing here, are swaying to the side of Trump. And they're saying that this could influence others when they see this that are in the military, and this is going to cause even further division, and that really could be setting the stage for something to go down. Now, you're not going to hear all this in the mainstream media because they control that as well. Obviously, Rupert Murdoch pulling the strings down many different avenues, his buddy George Soros funding the chaos here in this country through all the different subgroups. And we've seen his backing of Hillary and all the other atrocities thus far that the mainstream media does not want to talk about. But I will continue to update on all this. Make sure to tune in to Underground World News Live this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Dabu77. Also, make sure to check out our current sponsor for events this month, the Essential Drug Store. I'll leave links for all this in the description box. And until next time, this has been Dabu7.